course. That makes sense. Sure, why not? It's just saying no. Alright, that might be us. Yeah. Okay, I think we are live. Live. So, thank you very much for joining us, even though all you had to do was scroll down further on your phone. Mikey Trainer and Gavin Casey from Balls.ie here. We got Pro Evo 2016 sent to the office nice and early to review because we love football games here at Balls.ie. You should already know that. So what are we going to do? We are going to play Pro Evo 2017 and we are going to play some Champions League matches that are happening today and tomorrow. And we're going to let you know whether Pro Evo 2017 is any good. Here's a little spoiler, it is.
Yeah, I haven't actually played it yet, so like you've spoiled it for me now already.
Yeah, absolutely.
People
We've
watching.
ruined it.
I did catch a glimpse of the home screen there a minute ago, and I was a bit concerned to see that the Europa League is an option, because how low is your self-esteem that you would opt for the Europa League? It's like being Robin instead of Batman in your own dream.
Yeah, and
you know?
like
I'm not quite ready for the big stage yet.
The licenses are awful. Man United's home kit, Man Red's home kit is actually black.
They're still Man Red.
And their home kit is black. So
I haven't played this game since PES 5, I think.
That's the other good thing about this stream.
Sure, but like I remember when United were Aragorn.
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 Like something out of Lord of the Rings.
I'm glad. You know, the more things change, there's still Man Red. I find that slightly refreshing and still weird, but I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to be responding to comments as they come through. David Hayes says, not FIFA, LOL. You're spot on there, David. This is Pro Evolution Soccer, and it's a really good game. Listen, the licenses are crap, but the gameplay is really, really good this year. I'm someone who plays football games every year. I've played FIFA and Pro Evo.
You're a FIFA fan as well.
I am, like primarily a FIFA player. I think everyone is these days. But I've played the last two Pro Evos a lot, and they're really good games. This year is the best one in ages. Sorry, you should turn. Are you in? Are you synced?
Possibly not.
Do you want to try and sync your controller? Get it closed. Hang on, we're having tea.
I'm also a PlayStation man, so I don't know how to sync a controller.
I know what happens. This is my main gripe with the Xbox, is that you constantly have to. Sorry, a really good comment has come in there. Peter Breen says, in about 6 years we will buy this game in CEX for 40 cents. Solid investment. You'll enjoy it when you eventually get there.
Is that is that the equivalent of watching something on Dave like 8 years later?
I think it is. Watching Top Gear on Dave.
Hello and welcome to Mock the Week from 2004 or something.
Yeah. So I'm just adding a guest here because you absolutely have to do that. It's the most important thing for Xbox, that everybody be signed in correctly and everything be good and proper. And while that's really annoying, I think we might actually be able to play a bit of football now.
Let's play some football. Alright, let's go.
Right, so the first game, PSG versus Arsenal. Have you got any preference? Who would you rather be, PSG or Arsenal?
I would rather be PSG, but I'm going to be Arsenal, just to mix things up. Straight off the bat, I'll keep you on your feet.
Keep in mind that this is Pro Evo, and it's not out yet, so the rosters haven't been updated. So Zlatan is at PSG. You've got Arsenal doesn't sign anyone. So you're fine. We'll grab Xhaka.
Yeah. I'll be okay.
You're still okay?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to do work with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. For those of you that are joining late, see there's about 100 people watching, that's cool. JB McCarthy says, demo is great, can't wait for this. You're dead right. Demo is really, really impressive.
I actually downloaded it a couple of days ago before I knew we were doing this, and I was saying to Mikey before we came on air, if that's what you call it.
Yeah,
I would have been practicing, but this was kind of sprung upon me, so I'm going in blind. I'm intrigued, I'm excited. I'm definitely a FIFA man more so than PES. Like, I really just don't play PES at all. And it's not that I don't think it's good, because I have gotten the demos over the last couple of years and played them and thought, this is really good, but I kind of feel as though like I'm maybe not as into playing games, so it's like one or the other for me. I'm not really going to be indulging in both, generally speaking.
Well, I am really into playing games, and it's I've gotten both the last couple of years. We're going to be repeating ourselves as well. If you're sticking with the stream, you're an absolute trooper, because we're going to have to. People are joining all the time, so we have to update them. This is Pro Evo 2017. We're doing a quick Champions League preview because our review copy arrived in the office today. We're just picking our teams. I'm going to go PSG. Gavin is going Arsenal.
Yep.
Best of luck with that.
I think I'm going to pretty much stick.
Yeah, I wanted to get Cavani off the pitch because I'm not that.
Part of me, I have to admit, is finding it hard to care about my team at the moment. You know, like I'm not an Arsenal fan in any way. I'm shocked to see Coquelin is rated 80. That is surprising.
Yeah, and Pogba's like an 89 in this new one as well.
Connor Neville there has a nice comment for us.
Yeah, FIFA versus PES, great Irish sporting civil war. Balls remembers post. Like, that's why we've just given that away. You want to get right in that now because that actually is quite a good.
That's Connor Neville from The Office there, by the way.
Hasn't a patch on the new FIFA demo out today? Says Raymond O'Brien. Listen.
Raymond.
Well, the demo is out today, so you haven't played the new FIFA. So it's hard to say that it hasn't had a patch. Give it a chance. Like it's a good game this year. You'd be surprised. You honestly will be pleasantly surprised. Not going to say it's better than FIFA 17 because I haven't had the chance to play that yet. Can't wait to play that, and we might be playing that later this week. But I think for the minute we're ready to go.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're waiting on me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Press B.
Oh, just back. Okay.
Oh, right,
yeah, let's play. So controls-wise, what are we talking?
Okay.
Same old PES controls as
controls.
the kind of controls that your mate leaves on. I've got a mate, Simon Kenny, who could be watching this, and also my housemate, Kieran Tuig, he will be watching this at some point. And he's the kind of guy who will leave the PES controls on when you're playing FIFA. You're through on goal in a match against one of your other mates. You're trying to shoot. You cross the ball 80 yards wide. It's phenomenal stuff. It's so annoying. So that is a risk in this.
Owen Hickey is the only friend of mine that does that.
Full stop.
And and I almost lost him. Almost lost him because of this this alternate feature. We're saying Conor Clack has answered Barry Delaney's question. Why is Ibra still with PSG? I think Konami are doing like a day one when the game gets released roster update, or it could be like a month after. I don't know when it is.
For sure,
But for now, we're stuck with the old rosters. New kits.
Yeah,
new kits.
That's good.
Also, we're making this game look great in terms of licensing because we're using two of the very few licensed teams. But no, I'm going to keep saying this because as we're getting more people joining the stream, it's really good this year. The gameplay, like honestly, it is a really good game. So we're off Pro Evo 2017.
Sprint is
or one.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to switch the play.
Off.
I've got Headbanger Central David Luiz in there. Oh, he's ripped one.
Yeah, there's no, like I'm not going to be. I'm going to maybe get 4 or 5 chances to shoot and goal in this entire game, so I'm going to take them.
Fair enough. Alan Radican wants to know, how did you buy it? We didn't. We got sent it to us by Konami to review. Sorry.
Marco Metzger. He says PES is for cowards.
Wow.
Well, Marco, I should point out that Marco Metzger is not Marco Metzger's real name. His real name is Marco Manning. So how cowardly is that to be sending throw shade at games when you're hiding behind a persona online?
And also,
a German one at that.
What kind of statement is that? PES is the original. PES is
it?
PES is everyone's first obsessive football game.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Look at this flowing.
Alright, how do I tackle? Alright, slide tackle
you
is
found
that.
the tackle. Yeah, sorry, hold A to do like a pressure tackle.
Okay,
time it well. That's what you want to do.
Time it, X.
Aaron Keenan says Mon the hoops. Yeah, absolutely. I think we all want to see a Celtic.
We've got a
tonight.
post on site actually. I literally just finished it before I came in here. It's where are they now of the Celtic team that beat Barcelona, not in 2012, because we wanted to do just where's Tony Watt, but he's at Hearts on loan from Charlton. So we did one from 2003, 2004 when Celtic beat them in the UEFA Cup as it was known then. 1-0, that Alan Thompson goal. I might do a demonstration of it if I get a chance. You need to worry about
Zlatan. Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried. Yeah, the tackling.
Marco V. Yeah.
So when you're playing FIFA, do you stick to one
I'm
set of controls?
ambidextrous. I can easily go.
Yeah, that's actually the original definition, of course, as you know.
Someone trying to break in there.
Oh, he needs his jacket. Okay.
Someone trying to break into the studio here to get a jacket out of that. Well, this is the perfect opportunity for me to remind the people that have joined what we're doing here. We've gotten a review copy of Pro Evo 2017 early, and we are playing it, and we're going to tell you whether it's good or not. I think it's really good.
That was Brian Reynolds who has to go pick up his child.
A wave to him, yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Something we're all going to have to deal with.
You can't play. What?
I don't even know what I've
It's just, it's not.
Zlatan near post. I mean, as gamers, you know, as we grow older, children complicate things. That's what you've seen there from Brian Reynolds. This is just pressure, non-stop pressure.
Reynolds is a gamer as well. He's a secret gamer. He's got his baby. You know, he'd be burping his baby with playing the thing behind him.
This is just non-stop pressure from PSG of the Arsenal end. So yeah, sorry. Review copy of Pro Evo 2016. We're playing it here. Rosters are out of date. So that's that. But the game's brilliant.
Interesting comment there from Alex Richards. He says PES is what people play when they grow out of FIFA. That's very interesting. I like that from Alex.
I mean, certainly in recent years it's been that way because FIFA, especially Ultimate Team, can just absolutely wreck your head.
This ref is
this ref is a joke. And by the way, PES refs are very realistic. Like if there's any sort of collision, they're blowing you up. But like I could cross this into the box for an easy goal, or for a cross. But I think I'm just going to do what Zlatan would do in this situation.
Right,
It's just bang it in the general direction of the goal. Didn't work.
No, I also didn't know how to jump.
So free kicks still need work. Is it on PlayStation Market? Not yet. Not to my knowledge. Is the League of Ireland in PES? No, it's not.
Which instantly means it's not as good.
Konami don't show any love to League of Ireland. FIFA have had League of Ireland since FIFA 09 with Richard Dunn.
Wasn't before that?
No, Richard Dunn and Ronaldinho on the cover was the first year for FIFA.
I remember you could get it on a patch. Do you remember?
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That's dedication though.
Yeah. I did it 1 year alright.
Look at that little angled ball. Lucas M. Oh.
I'm going to try and hold you here. Can you park the bus in this?
You can actually. There is that exact tactic. I don't know. You do with the D-pad or something.
Right.
But see, this type of thing is what I'm talking about. These type of like quick passing movements and players making runs off the ball are what you don't get in FIFA.
Well, we don't know because the new one they might have implemented that a little bit.
I'm confident it'll be almost the same game though.
With a story mode.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Alex Hunter.
Good luck to you, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm not thrilled. I did a post about it on the side. Like I want to play for England.
I know.
I know it's only a stupid career mode in a game, but I still don't want to score goals for England. Is that bitter? Is that petty? Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
But it's how I feel.
They've got Ramsey's blonde hair.
They've got Ramsey's blonde hair.
Can he hit a ball though?
You've nearly scored an absolute screamer. You've definitely grasped the dribbling quicker than I have. I'm struggling to move. But Gavin Casey, Mikey Trainer from Balls.ie here playing Pro Evolution Soccer 2017. It's not out yet. We've got a review copy because we know people, industry.
The Japanese,
all this stuff.
Specifically. We have huge connections in Japan. Are we allowed to say that live?
Arigato to our Japanese viewers. Clearing in from
ever
all
since
the way
that
from
2002
Japan.
World Cup.
They
stole your Rising Sons DVD though.
That's
which
what
was
it is.
a huge issue.
Let's talk about it on stream. There's a serious issue here in the office. I brought in Rising Sons.
Now, to people who don't remember what Rising Sons was,
to people who don't remember Rising Sons,
get off the street.
Off.
Yeah, no, but it was basically the official film of Ireland at the 2002 World Cup.
Yeah.
And Mikey brought in the DVD for a show that we were shooting during the summer for the Euros, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you're on Facebook Live.
Well, yes,
chances
of course.
are you saw it.
But it mysteriously disappeared from the box while he left it in the office, and nobody has ever owned up to actually snatching it.
Someone just took my disc and legged it.
Yeah, and it was not me because I have it on.
Yeah,
I had it. So.
And you also know what
it meant.
It means to have that in your collection. Like I'm legitimately upset about it. But apologies for how bad the gameplay is. A, we're new to this game, and B, it's actually really difficult to talk about shit while you're playing a game.
Okay, I'd just like to remind you that we're live, and then this is a family show.
We're also Balls.ie.
This
is
a family show.
So I'm gonna swear. It's the essence of football gaming.
I keep pressing the wrong one to sprint. Like
you're absolutely dominating David Luiz in the air with Ollie Giroud.
Alexi.
I need to watch out for this guy. My player just fell over of his own accord. We can play a bit of advantage there, ref. But yeah, we're doing a quick preview. The new game is out. It's not out for peasants, but when you're lucky enough to get copies sent to you, these are the perks. So we're going to do this game and probably do another one, just to give you guys a taste.
Thanks for that, James T. Quirk, good friend of mine. He says you're playing bollocks, Casey. So
you never. Donna Corby has chimed in and said you never know who could have taken as a souvenir. Donna, if you took my, I'm not accusing you or anything, but if you took my Rising Sons DVD, I'm going to find out where it is and I'm going to take it back.
Donna Corby, newly verified member of the Twitter community. You think you get your own one,
huge
Donna?
Congratulations.
You get your own.
The worst part is I bought it for €2.50 on eBay. I remember the sale and I remember thinking it was the bargain of the century. But you're getting a good look at what PES is about here. See, Arsenal,
not so much about like what football itself is about as a sport, because there's not much happening on my behalf.
But I have to move the ball around because Gavin is sitting deep here.
I didn't actually deliberately sit deep, but I am hitting you like I will hit you, and that's what I bring to the table, regardless of whatever game you're playing. I mean,
just for context as well, Gavin is the type of player who hasn't played Pro Evo since Pro Evo 5. I'm the type of player who played Pro Evo the last 2 years. So aside from that making me look pretty bad now, It's kind of interesting in that you guys might not have played Pro Evo the last couple of years and have been considering getting back in.
I'm liking it. I'm actually really enjoying it so far. If I could get
it's one of those things. I saw the gameplay videos and I wasn't that impressed. But it's when you have the control in your hand, it's the passing. It's
very But what I find is just playing it. It's very fluid. Yeah. Like everything is quite quick to move, and the reactions are very quick. You know, you can turn it
as you press the.
It actually kind of reminds me of me playing in real life, and my friends there will actually testify to that as well. I'm sure in the comment section, just how quickly I can move on the ball, always looking for space, finding those passes. So it's enjoyable to be able to replicate that digitally.
This is a tactic to put me off. It's working.
Yeah, but I can't find a pass.
No, you can't. You're drowning in my defense now. Surge.
I'm also drowning in this incredibly warm room. I mean,
that's what's going to be tough to convey to people at home. It's just how
well, not for long, because there's actually beads of sweat dripping down my forehead.
That time, someone like a roof. Mura.
Oh,
Phil. You can't be at that. You cannot be at that. Let's see what we got in the comments. Sky Sports News will have a Twitter ball against this game in a minute. Yes, and Arsenal will win. Low life tactics. Marco's trying to do with some low life tactics. It's like there's no place for that in the game.
He knows what I'm about, though.
We've got a problem though, because I don't know how to take.
I don't know how to dive. So if you can direct it
press
to
4B there to display help guides. Okay, that just doesn't work. I'm gonna do this power, and I'm gonna try and direct it. Oh, he's done it.
And I actually felt like if I didn't know how to dive, I would have been fine.
The boys Latan has done it.
Yeah, I just saw a comment there from James Kiernan saying, "He'll break your heart," and that's just what's happened to me there. Well, I broke my own heart with that stupid tackle.
Lunging in. You can't be lunging in.
No.
The slide tackling is really nice this year when you don't throw your controller on the ground. But there's just a camera, Kevin Trapp, just in case you wanted to see what he's up to. But yeah, penalties, I don't understand them yet. But the whole thing about Pro Evo for the last couple of years is that you can't be as direct as you can with other football games that shall remain nameless, that rhyme with FIFA. But,
this is football?
Yeah, this is football 2017 has really come on leaps and bounds.
Can you dive in this actually?
No.
Alright, well you don't want to see that, I suppose, is the line we're supposed to...
We've been a few cans and you do.
Exactly. I would be one to dive.
Half time in game 1 here, 1-0 to PSG. Just a reminder for those of you that are joining, we've got new people coming and going all the time. We've got a review copy of Pro Evo 2017. We're very lucky to have that, so we're doing a quick Champions League preview, PSG versus the Arsenal.
This is about how it's going to go, I think, the real game.
Could be an insight, a key insight. If you're looking to bet, Zlatan Ibrahimovic penalty for PSG in the first half is probably what I'd put the house on.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's
take some comments at half time. Squads aren't updated yet, Gary. This Marco Metzger guy, I don't know him, you do, but he's doing a great job for us in the chat. Zlatan does play for United, that's correct. This is Pro Evo and they haven't pushed out the update. There will be updated transfers at some stage, you have to presume, but they're not here yet. The servers aren't even online. We can't go and play this game online yet. That's how early we have it. That's how exclusive this content is. It's what we're all about. Bringing you exclusive content. But John O'Shea on the cover of This is Football 2002 will always be my last thought at night and first thought in the morning.
Yeah, Kiernan's right there. Mezzi actually, he used to be known James Kiernan. Not because of his footballing prowess by any means.
Brilliant. Let's kick on in the second half.
Yeah.
Pro Evo is really good. Again, it's this is the thing. It's got its flaws. Like there'll be moments when you're playing that will take you out of the immersion. But
the one thing is that, like I'm missing. Well, it's possibly just that I don't know how to do it. But you know, like close control.
Yeah. Okay. Or 2.
I see.
Hold or 2 and you get like kind of this type of jazz I've got.
Yes.
And I've nearly just cost myself a goal by doing it. But that's realistic. David Luiz would do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But you can see the way I'm trying to spread the ball about. It's all about spacing, and I'm getting absolutely killed on the counter attack here.
Giroud not mobile enough, which is very realistic.
Marco Verratti should be.
He doesn't have the legs. I don't know. Verratti he's not a plotter, but he's not exactly reliant on pace either, is he?
He's got barbs, elbows. He's sneaky.
Yeah.
We got Angel.
I thought you were.
See, I'm not confident
and we go.
in the classic FIFA fake shot cut in.
Yeah, I was trying that with Sanchez. Like I'm famous for my fake shot on FIFA.
But like Pro Evo was the birth of the fake shot. Adriano fake shot.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I didn't Well, Adriano, I do remember him in his pomp, of course, in Pro. You did a post on Adriano recently about how things have.
Check it out on Balls.ie.
Yeah, taken a little. Just search Adriano on the site, but like the.
If you search Adriano on Balls.ie, I'm personally proud of the amount of content that you will find.
Yeah.
Both on real life Ronaldo and just as homage to the Pro Evo 4, Pro Evo 5, Pro Evo 6 Adriano that significantly improved my adolescence. So highly recommend going to Balls.ie and searching Adriano.
Yeah, he's hanging around the favelas. Sorry to spoil that one, but it's not looking good for the guy.
Unlike Bobo Balde. Oh, Maxwell.
Bobo Balde is flying it. Bobo Balde has been talked about as a future Guinea manager in all the top media outlets in Guinea at the moment, his native country, because apparently there was a guy, Sanchez, a French manager. No, sorry, was it Garcia? You know what? I don't know what the former Guinea manager's name was, but he stepped down and they replaced him with a guy that the Guinean people are not happy with. And Bobo Balde is like the #1 contender to take over. He was speaking about it in July.
Nutmeg there. What time is the demo coming out at, Jay? I don't know that. I'm sorry to say. I know the FIFA 17 demo's out today. I would expect it. Previous EA form is like 8 or 9 p.m. The Pro Evo demo's been out for about a week, and it's one of those demos as well where it gives you about 6 teams to choose from, and it gives you 10-minute halves.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Why don't they do that more? I'm sorry, it's ridiculous.
Well, because FIFA, nobody will buy the game.
But they will. I mean, you get so, like, think of how sick you get of the FIFA soundtrack. Imagine that with the same 6 teams every single
but are you one of the people who leaves the soundtrack on, or do you just hook up your Spotify in the background?
I leave it on.
And let it play? Oh, really?
I leave it on.
That's bold. That's bold.
That's shite.
That's bold as well, yeah.
Lovely move to create the chance after I won the ball back. But
we're taking on Andy Lee in an older version of the game.
We will be, yeah. Looking forward to that. He laid down the gauntlet on Twitter, and you just don't want to talk to us about former.
Yeah, and I want to take him on a Fight Night Champion as well, because if I establish my jab, Andy Lee will be going on with his tail between his legs.
Fight Night Champion, what a game that was.
It was a good game.
We should split that on after this, really.
Yeah.
Although there is no Fight Night Champions League tonight.
Very good. Nice.
No, poor. Looks out that one.
Yeah, well, look, it's live.
It is live.
Mistakes happen.
For those of you that are joining this live stream now and don't know what the hell is going on, we got our review copy of Pro Evo 2017 today, and we're playing the shit out of it. It's really good this year.
Oh, I'm enjoying it a lot. Like I've probably to some people who've been watching it for the full video, and I hope there's not many of you at this point.
It's sad.
I mean,
like,
it's Tuesday. But I don't play Pro Evo at all. I'm a FIFA guy every year. I haven't really played PES since I'd say about 2007 or whatever. And but I'm really enjoying this. Very fluid. Like I was saying earlier, the reaction times are really good. Like as soon as you move, the player's moving.
Look at that ball from
reactions.
Zlatan, though. So you don't get those threaded through balls in any other game. Pro Evo's had them for a couple of years, and I think this year has been the passing is just outstanding in this game. It's really, when you score goals in Pro Evo, you feel a level of satisfaction that you don't in FIFA. I think the goals are more different in Pro Evo.
So they're harder earned.
Like I'm not trying to come out here and say Pro Evo's been better than FIFA for last year, because that'd just be a lie. Pro Evo has had some dark days, and I still played FIFA last year a lot more than I did PES.
Yeah.
But there's 2 good football games. If you're sick of FIFA, definitely give it a try. As I try to see, you're parking the bus at 1-0 down. Like
I'm not deliberately parking the bus. I just can't get the ball because I don't know what I'm bloody doing.
Right, so that might be one of the flaws of PES 17 is you may accidentally park the bus if Arsene Wenger is your manager.
Also, like I have no pace up top.
Ollie G has been struggling. Can I fit that through? Yes, I can. Take a touch. Yes, I can. Drop it off. Drop the kick.
Mikey, talk to me, right? The king of all football games in history. Your favourite ever football game.
It's got to be PES 4.
I'm coming from left of field. Actua Soccer PS1. The original Actua Soccer.
Alan Shearer on the cover.
No, the original Actua Soccer. Two nondescript red and yellow jerseys.
The games that I played the most as a kid: ISS 64 on the Nintendo 64, International Superstar Soccer, unbelievable. FIFA 98 indoor mode.
Oh my God!
Holy
Gabriel
shit.
Batistuta. Actually, in comment sections as well, just throw us some of your favourite random football games ever.
In fact, that's what you should have been doing the whole time.
I mean, remember that? Remember that game, Red Card?
Yes.
What was that about? Well, I can tell you what it's about, but it was odd. An odd idea.
Dolphins on the pitch, Clive.
Yeah.
But
do you remember the cheats in This Is Football? I think it was This Is Football 2003, where you could play in the jungle. and the nets were made out of like tree
bark. Do you remember on Pro Evo they used to have the Pez shop and you could buy like ostriches and all the players used to go around on ostriches. Well, we don't see that anymore in games. FIFA's too serious, but Pro Evo you'd think would.
And like FIFA used to have that in FIFA 2002. You pressed R1 at least on PlayStation. Xbox wasn't even a thing then, but like you pressed R1 and you could like go up to someone and just headbutt them in the chest or like completely take them out. You could really
express yourself.
You could express your anger. You know, a bad offside call, you go in and you take someone's life. It was part of the course back then, and to get rid of it seemed, you know, they were really trying to clean up the game and all that, like, which is fair enough. I understand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're not exactly bastions of integrity, are they? So stop ruining our fun, you know.
I just can't get through these banks of 4.
If I come out of here with a 1-0 defeat, I'd be very, very happy. I'm actually impressed with myself.
We'll do one more game. Actual Soccer on the PC, top class. The Gremlins were unbeatable. Fair play, John.
Unbelievable call. Who was that?
That was Alan Forrestal.
Nice.
Conte Adekano says no FIFA, no party. Fair enough, you're a FIFA man, but Pro Evo's getting much better.
Does this not look like a party to you?
Yeah, we're like, this is unbelievable. This is Tuesday. We're having there's wild scenes here in the office. Select team. This is a good thing. I like it. You can just jump straight into pick your teams again.
You can do that again. You can do that as well.
So we want to do another Champions League fixture. What should we do? I'd love to do Celtic versus Barcelona, but Celtic aren't in Pro Evo.
That's an issue.
It's a big issue, especially when you've got the official licensing for the Champions League and you don't have all the teams that are in the Champions League. It's a waste. The alternatives are, I think, Borussia Mönchengladbach are in it.
Right.
No. Who else is playing this week? Big games. Up the Celts, Ryan, Carlin. Yep, fair play. The big game tonight. We'll certainly be hoping for a Celtic result in debt.
For sure.
This is just a look at the licenses and stuff. We may as well give you a quick tour while we're here. Liverpool and Arsenal.
Look at Aston Villa.
West Midlands Village, who shouldn't even be in the game.
West Midlands, like, well.
Or are you down in the second?
Oh yeah, sorry, but like West Midlands. Like,
this is my favourite one. East Dorsetshire.
Dorsetshire, that's a cricket club, is it?
That is.
But like Birmingham is the second biggest city in England, if not the UK. So like
call them West Midlands Village. Yeah.
And they get city Birmingham.
Man blue and man red here. Teesside, Hampshire red. Stoke are just ST red.
Saint red. Stred.
Wearside. I mean, West Glamorgan City, I think, is Swansea, which is a mad one.
Actually, if anybody wants to see a league, give us a shout there in comments.
Yeah, you're in. This is the thing in Serie A. Everybody's licensed except Juventus, who are PM black white.
You think they would have given them like the Bianconeri or something?
Old lady,
possibly, old lady.
Anything could have been, but PM black white is what they'll be going with. We need to pick a game here. Ryan Carlin says Tottenham. We could certainly do Tottenham.
I'll go Tottenham.
Who are Tottenham playing this week again?
Super Tottenham.
Playing Monaco. Have I got Monaco? I'll go Monaco. You got Tottenham. North East London. These will be with the old rosters as well because Pez hasn't pushed out the update.
Actually, we should probably give people a chance to see like 2 unlicensed teams just to see what it's like.
Monaco
in terms of they are licensed.
I think so. I'm in Ligue 2.
Ligue 2.
I think Monaco. Yeah, I think the whole French league are licensed. Okay. Yes, Monaco FC.
Alright.
But yeah, you'll get to see all that. Well, I'm
so even though there's,
did you see Fabinho's goal this weekend? By the way, we were talking about him.
He scored 4 and 4, so now that's 5 and 5.
His most recent one. Oh shit, Thunder Bastard, complete Thunder Bastard. Game plan.
So that's 5 and 5 for him from right back.
Fabinho is banging him in.
That's some going.
Don't know about Wallace.
So as you can see here, Spurs are unlicensed. They're North East London, but the players are legit.
Yeah.
I presume because their national teams are licensed or something, is it? Or?
There's no issue with the players' names.
Okay. So like
it's all good.
What is it? FIFA Pro are the organisation
yes,
there.
That's a throwback to This Is Football 2002 as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you go into Players Villa, you'll have who plays for Villa now? Who sold all the players?
Jordan Ayew.
You'll have what's his name? Championship striker who everyone buys for 10 million.
Ross McCormack.
So I'm
not sure with these ratings, by the way. I'm just looking at them and like Vertonghen, as impressive as he is, 87 seems a bit excessive relative to his international teammate Toby Alderweireld, 83. I'd almost reverse those.
I'm playing Wagner Love because I've got Wagner Love on my team.
You didn't even have to finish that sentence.
Conor Martin says, "Hi Mikey, hi Gogo, what's the crack? Good to see you in the Facebook chat."
Oh, David Hollywood. I know David Hollywood.
This is all just people we know coming and watching us play. But yeah,
so it's the same David Hollywood.
We want to say if you are joining late, we're playing Pro Evo 2017. We've got the game early because Konami sent it to us to play for you guys and basically say whether or not we think it's good. I realised how I thought they had way more players at Monaco.
We're contractually obliged as well because we were given the preview of the game to say the Japanese are a great bunch of lads.
Here's something that's confused me, right? Look at my screen.
Yeah,
Wagner
like
Love,
Son.
G. Carilla.
Who's not Japanese?
Who's G. Carilla?
Is that not the Peruvian
Oh, that's
winger?
my guy on the bench. Sorry, I'm having an absolute nightmare.
Is that the Peruvian
Carrillo.
former Sporting Lisbon winger?
Is that?
Quick guy.
I'm
Possibly not.
gonna play Jay Martinez through the middle. Alright, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, cool.
So we're doing some Champions League previews on Pro Evo 2017. That's a shocking kit. Let's look at
not
like
great.
this is what lets me down, right? Like that's Tottenham's home kit in the game.
What?
I know that's Tottenham's home kit in the game. Tottenham wear white.
But so if you're essentially saying to me that, like, if you were trying to sell this game to fans of clubs, you'd think just give them a generic white jersey.
No.
Were they not allowed to do that?
Or put some effort in, but they don't.
Jesus.
Meanwhile,
mercy.
the Monaco kit is outstanding this year.
It is a nice kid, actually. Yeah.
Wagner Love is an enigma. True words.
He
spoken
is.
in the chat
He is
here.
an enigma man. Yeah.
So here we go. We played PSG versus Arsenal just a few moments ago. I won 1-0 to take that one home for PSG. Now we're staying France versus England. Staying France versus London.
Yeah.
Spurs, and this is being played in the new camp for inexplicable reasons.
Well, I presume.
But like the graphics are much better. They actually look very realistic. And do you know what I'm going to do just for the stream? I'm going to sacrifice the first 5 minutes of this game, right? Have a look at how cool this is. I spotted this camera last night when I was playing at home. Live broadcast, right?
Right.
And if you turn all of this crap off, this just looks like real football.
This is some serious ITK shit you're springing on us here.
Have a look at this. I just think this looks deadly. I mean, it's impossible to play because you can't see
There's no,
where your players are on the
you
pitch.
lack perspective.
But
I
like,
suppose.
look at this.
Oh, it is pretty cool. It's quite nice. FIFA tried that, remember, with broadcast a couple of years ago, and it was like it just wasn't quite. I mean, it's going back even 13, 14 years to when I think they introduced it in 2003. And
So it's trying really hard over here.
it was hard to. It's a hard thing to get right because obviously the camera is moving as you're playing, so you're trying to kind of go with it, and it's hard to focus. Now, that being said, you seem to have made mincemeat of me there.
Wagner let me down big time. How good did that look? We'll swap it back because you can't really play.
Yeah, listen, like it was sound of it to do that, but also I want to enjoy myself.
And I nearly got a sensational goal there. Dynamic wide, I think, is what we want, and system settings. Yeah, while I'm doing this, is there
Paulie Lawler just said he agreed with the Vertonghen thing. He also said this is cool, and he automatically gets moved to my favourite person of all time. Thank you for that, Paulie, and cheers for tuning in as well.
Anyone else who's joining at the moment, Pro Evo 2017 review copy arrived early in our mailbox today, so we are testing it out, playing some Champions League matches. We played PSG versus Arsenal. Quick review. It's really good. Pro Evo's really good this year.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot now. I don't know what I'm doing here, frankly.
No.
Frankly, I don't know. All I see, right down the line. It's like, FIFA and Pro Ev, or PES, or whatever you like to call it, reminds me a little bit of rugby union and rugby league, or even boxing and MMA. There are certain things that have been taken from it and are just different for the sake of it. Yeah. Which pisses me off a small bit. I mean, right analog where you obviously use the left analog, and trying to take a goal kick and aim it shouldn't be so difficult for. I mean, it's not. Of course, it's not difficult. I'm just being a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Eric Dyer.
So yeah, we'd love to hear more of your favourite ever football games in the chat. I left the conversation saying I think Pro Evo 4 is the best of all time. I would say the game that I played I have a massive soft spot for FIFA 07, obviously, because I was unbelievably good at that game.
Oh yeah, we should point that out actually. I mean, I'll do it for you because you're too gracious. Like you're a four-time national FIFA champion and represented Ireland at a FIFA World Cup of some description, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 FIFA World Cups, 2 World Cyber Games. Done the whole professional
a really nerdy version of that English football song. 2 FIFA World Cups, 2.
Oh yeah. 2 more than England. 2 more than England. Yeah, no, I never won one though. I always got hammered at some stage.
Weren't you offered a bribe by a Romanian?
A Romanian who will remain nameless.
Well, I don't know his name, so
yeah,
of course.
But like, even some people would figure that out from from the country, but
sure.
but no, it would be grand. But yeah, I used to be a professional gamer. That was my job. I played FIFA.
And now look at you.
Honestly, wasn't that fun. Turns out when you play video games and have to play them all day, it's not that great. Yeah. What was fun was getting flown to Seattle and Cologne to play FIFA. What wasn't fun is when you wake up in the day and you hate FIFA and you have to play it again. And that's why I didn't last. I was a professional FIFA player for about a month.
Yeah.
And then I spent about 3 years dominating the Irish FIFA scene when there was one. Wagner Love.
Did people stop inviting you over for pre-drinks?
Not
that good. Jeez, you can't even enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it did actually. It was quite a lonely time for me. No, never got that bad. But there was rules had to come in play. Like FIFA 06 Road to the World Cup with all the national teams. I was only allowed to be Colombian. And what happened then was I just became Juan Pablo Angel. It was all about Luis Gabriel Rey, his strike partner.
Oh, I remember.
But yeah, that's the type of stuff I had to deal with. Handicapping. But we've come through it, and now I'm just an average gamer now. Standard Division 1 FIFA player. Don't really play Pro Evo online because I don't like it online. Hopefully this year is the year they crack online.
Yeah, for sure. Alex Richards just asking there, do we get review copies a lot? I'll let you feel that one because you're kind of the guy that they get delivered to.
Yeah, so Alex Richards, do you get review copies of sports games a lot? Yes. We get pretty much all the sports games, and it's really cool. Like I've been a gamer all my life, so to be now in a place where they just arrive without even asking. Obviously, we have to ask and register and sign up and all that stuff first, and they kind of check you out and see if you are worthy of getting their game. But,
so
we're
for
pretty
example,
cool.
I don't get.
We're cool with EA Sports and we're cool with Konami, so we get them sent here, and they're addressed to me as well, which I like.
Which means he gets to keep them.
And then the second part of your question, totally unrelated, any jobs going? If you have a CV, fire it over to the gaffer at Balls.ie. No harm. If you can write, if you're passionate about sport, and if you're good with multimedia, we're always adding to the team here at Balls.ie. So
the gaffer at Balls.ie.
If you've got a CV, if you've got some stuff you could show us to show why. You're going to need more than a Facebook Live comment that says you want to play games for free. I will say that now.
Yeah,
not much more.
No,
not much more.
But let's not fool ourselves.
But definitely more. And you've given me a gap there, so you're coming up.
Yeah, I'm getting schooled here.
Monaco, I'm enjoying Monaco's vibe.
Yeah, I'm not really enjoying what were they called? Northeast London.
North London White.
Yeah, they're.
You can see, what you're dealing with here is someone who's used to playing Pro Evo. That's why I'm keeping possession and waiting for an opening. And someone who's used to playing FIFA. FIFA is more, I want the ball.
It's
now.
the immediacy
Give
of modern life.
now.
And I think that's. Apologies for forgetting the guy's name, but the guy who was saying earlier that people who grow up kind of move away from FIFA.
That was a good comment. We should have spent more time.
Because I think our generation, Mikey, generally speaking, we need everything to be at our fingertips and immediate and whatever. And I think FIFA is that person's game, whereas Pro Evo probably does involve more patience and you need a bit more build-up, a bit more intricacy, I believe, which I don't have at the moment.
The official Champions League game from around 2003 was Boss. You could unlock features like invisible walls around the pitch, and definitely a good game. I'm upset they stopped doing the official Champions League games. Now Pro Evo has the license, but as you can see, they don't have the licenses for the teams in the competition. Celtic aren't in the game, so I don't know what. I have a feeling Celtic might be added as an.
I presume they will
because you can't start a Champions League with
the Glasgow Hoops
Carabag in there instead. How easy to download the patches for PS4, jersey names, etc. Good question, Philip. So you find yourself playing Pro Evo, you like the game, but you want the patches. If you've got a PS4, it's absolutely simple. You got to do a bit of googling. In fact, I'll actually do a tutorial when the game comes out. I'm going to put it up on Balls.ie for how to download the patches because they look incredible. People do this full time. If you're on Xbox One, nah, can't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Microsoft don't allow people to upload images to the Xbox.
Oh, I get you.
Sony are go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Microsoft are hang on now, lads. So the result is, if you're on PS4 and you're playing Pro Evo 2017, you can get a patch the day you buy the game that fixes everything, and it looks incredible.
Sweet.
If you're on Xbox One, you got to do it yourself.
Fair enough.
I think you might be able to download one where someone's changed the team names, but in terms of having the real kits, you can't do it on Xbox One.
There's Manus.
There is Manus. We spotted Manus in a video.
Manus, you're not getting away with this.
Dressed like a baby. What was that about?
The Bambino. Manus scored up. Nice to hear from you. And it's a pleasure to
we saw your acting chops tested. We should have utilised you more on Fans on Live.
We were saying what a waste of talent. We had him behind the camera when he should have been presenting the bloody thing in a nappy or some
Absolutely
description.
rocking that nappy. Eric Lamela is now causing me problems here. You've got Moussa Dembele in midfield. We haven't seen Moussa Dembele for Spurs much this season at all.
No, we've seen him a lot for Celtic, the other Moussa Dembele, and he's going to tear it up tonight, hopefully.
And Usman, boys, as well. Yeah, that's the big thing. That's why we're here.
Look at that cross.
Feel free to hit us with some score predictions as well in the chat, lads, if you are watching this live.
Moussa and the lads.
Moussa and the lads. Let's see. Basically, I'm trying to thread, but I can't thread. So Pro Evo's really good. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. Especially like
look at that though for me.
One thing I'm reluctant to praise the game too much because I haven't had a chance to play online, and in the last couple of years, online is where I've found the game lacking.
And how so? Because as I said, like I don't play the game.
It's just
whatsoever.
not as sharp when you're playing opposite someone or when you're playing the computer. I think Pro Evo against the computer is.
Put it.
No, I love the nonchalant save. Harry Kane's missed it. I see it there. I
Has
think
it?
Pro Evo against the computer is a vastly better game than FIFA against the computer. FIFA against the computer isn't doable anymore. It's
well, the computer is programmed to do the opposite of what you're doing essentially. You know, like in FIFA, so it can be kind of. You can almost you're second guessing it too much, and it's just not fun. It's very computerized.
Tell me that as Harry Kane again, you won't be denied. Damn, I let the Principality of Monaco down with my marking.
King Louis is just stood up there in the back. He's gone. I once bought a kettle in Monaco. Do you know how much it cost me?
€17.
€72.
What?
Monaco, man.
I thought I was being outrageous at 17. You bought a kettle in Monaco for €72.
Yeah. I'm not going to elaborate any further.
Good.
I'm glad.
I don't know how do you follow up?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get in touch, just to tell us maybe what was the most expensive kettle you ever bought, just hit us up in the comments.
Feel free. I did ask for score predictions. We've got some Champions League games tonight. Celtic versus Barca.
Oh, good.
Got the ball. Celtic versus Barca. Do you see Celtic hanging on and getting a result in that game, or do you see an obliteration, the likes of which has never been seen from Luis Suarez and his collection of very good players?
Are you asking me or the people?
I'll ask you because the people haven't been able to comment yet. Tap in time.
I'll get out of it. What do I see?
There's something beautifully Pro Evo about a rebound goal.
Yeah, you also did.
Jeremy Tulalon doesn't get any.
Is he using just for men? Like he was grey there about 8 years ago,
and now he's not.
And now he's not, mysteriously. I mean, there's still the frosted tips.
Yeah, fair play to him. Did you can?
Score predictions. I think it's going to be one of those games where I don't ever see Celtic getting obliterated at Celtic Park. I think there is something special about it on these nights. But I still think Barcelona will score a couple of goals. I think Celtic would be lucky to come away with a draw. But we've seen them beat Barcelona before. So
we got two predictions in there. Donna has replied and he said Celtic have a lack of not getting suitably hammered in these games. 2-3 nil Barca. I think that's fair enough. I think that's spot on. Celtic can dig in. What was the score of the pre-season friendly? 3-1.
I was off football for pre-season.
It could be something similar to that. We also have Paddy Lawler says AS Monaco 3-0.
That's a big shout.
That's a big shout.
But yeah, but Spurs also have that in their locker where they just.
That's the thing. They got embarrassed by Dortmund last year.
Destroyed.
European football step up. Is that off? No. I've got Wagner Love playing up front, which is all I need in my life. Anyone joining the stream?
All you need is love.
I can't believe it didn't make that put initially.
We should plan these more before we come on. I mean, it's very ill
jokes that we want to hit on before we come on. We are doing this live. This is we literally got Pro Evolution Soccer 2017 in our mailbox today. This is a review copy, so players haven't been transferred, all that stuff. But we're testing it out. We're letting you know what we think of it. I think it's really good.
I also think it's very good.
Certainly,
I'm enjoying it.
Like we haven't had a chance to play online yet because the servers aren't up. But for an offline game, it's a blast. Passing's really quick. Responsiveness is on point. Graphics are looking good this year. The licenses are going to be an issue for people, but really, you're sitting there. You already know whether you're going to play Pro Evo this year or not. If the licenses are a problem, you're going to have to stay with FIFA. If they're not a problem and you just want the most satisfying game, if you like getting stuck into a single player mode, you got to get Pro Evo.
I also say to people as well who, even if you're on the fence or if you sometimes might buy the two of them, and the last couple of years you've only bought FIFA because FIFA did leave it behind for a while.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't rule out buying this. This is good crack. it's easy to play, like not easy in the sense that
easy to play, difficult to master.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
like
I'm not finding it easy to play at all, really.
Yeah.
I should point out. But what I mean is, it's just enjoyable to play.
That's
very
it.
loose.
There's not a lot of FIFA bullshit.
No, yeah. There isn't a lot of FIFA bullshit. The kind of ricochet tackles that it's more you are literally constructing your goals, which for
like the little pass.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
I tried to finesse it with Wagner Love there, and I think I overstated his abilities criminally. That was a bad miss.
Well, I mean, he's pushing on Wagner.
He is, yeah. If you're tuning in late, we're playing a review copy of PES, but we've said that a million times already. What we will also be doing is after the game. This is our second game, Champions League preview. We did PSG Arsenal, PSG won. We're doing Monaco Tottenham. Ooh, that was lovely.
It was beautiful.
Bernardo Silva, I might give him the ball again. But after we're going to be checking out the Irish player faces, because last year, and look at that thread! Oh, so close. Last year, the Irish faces were so bad, they were hilarious. And then they updated it for the Euros, and it was really, really good. So we're going to have a look after the game and see if the player face has been updated or not. But if you are sticking in the stream, thank you very much. This is great crack in the office. This is like I'm supposed to be working. I know Gavin's finished, but
yeah. I actually don't even work here. I just wandered in, worked out the code.
Wagner's made the run. I missed it. I think I got him.
Oh, you stood me up.
Oh please. Oh, Wagner Love. Come on. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Celebratory kiwi and strawberry, I think.
Boy, the cat there, will you? Jesus, have mercy.
Woo! That's the Wagner. That's what you get the Wagner. I'm going to watch the replay on the stream. Oh! Oh! Manus has some actual football things to say here. He says, after the game against Alaves the weekend, I reckon Barca could want to prove a point, which could well mean a padding for Celtic. Good point. Luis Suarez gets thirsty. This could be a long night for Celtic. But at the same time, Victor Wanyama could score from a header, or Tony Wanyama on the right. Wagner Love has just ended Jan Vertonghen's career. What a goal. See, these are the moments, and like me getting up and running off, that's what scoring a goal in Pro Evo does for me these days.
Also, you couldn't
craft these goals.
You couldn't stop and go like that at FIFA as well. No. Like that was a very immediate sort of movement. That was good.
Like when I score in FIFA, I feel like I've scored that goal 7 or 8 times.
Because you have, and not only have you scored it that year, but you've scored it the previous year and the year before that.
Mm-hmm. Although this year we will say they have and this new low-driven shot looks really interesting. But
they're not just recycling the same old ideas though. They brought in a driven shot for FIFA 2004. Like that's 12 years ago now. You'd think by now.
Do you remember off the ball movement? Did you ever do that?
Off the ball.
You,
yeah.
Did you ever play that? I hope we've got about 80 people watching live now, which is great. I hope you saw that Wagner Love goal because that was definitely the highlight of the stream. Pro Evo 2017, we got our review copy today. We're playing it. If you've been watching from the start, I apologise for repeating myself a lot, but this is Facebook Live. We've got people joining all the time. So we are out here playing a review copy that arrived in our mailbag today, and it's great.
Oh, run centrally, you Burke.
You Burke.
Well,
shots fired to all the Burks. There's probably a Burke. If your second name is Burke.
Well, I'm fucking North East London. It's Cockney rhyming slang for Berkshire Hunt.
I've never heard that one before.
It is genuinely, yeah. That's where the term comes from.
There you go.
You Burke.
See, now Wagner is getting a bit isolated. There it is. 3-1 win for AS Monaco. Good game. Yeah, solid showing in both games. You got to go back in that one.
Actually, we're looking at faces.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at faces before we log off. Any Balls.ie? Oh, that's someone from Balls commenting in there as well.
I think that's someone from the office who was logged into the office Facebook or the Balls Facebook by mistake.
James Clancy says he saw a PES advertising at a FIFA World Cup qualifier last week. Things have already gone to bots and splatters departing for FIFA. Yeah, that's surprising. Although it depends on the country as well. What's on their boards, obviously, but because you always see the Premier League pushing FIFA extremely hard at the start, and this year I think.
But also they have Premier League have a deal with EA Sports. Like when you go into
whereas Barca have got to deal with Pro Evo. Barca and Borussia Dortmund and Liverpool have all got deals with Pro Evo now. This is pissing me off. I don't like that. Getting exclusive deals. It's like when I want to watch something and I'm like, okay, is it on Netflix or do I have to watch it on this?
Or do I have to turn on the TV and press the remote?
Where's the match on? Is it on BT Sport? Is it on Sky? Or do I have to stream it from beIN Sports? Like,
remember earlier?
There's got to be a better way.
Remember earlier in the video when I was talking about our generation needing everything immediately?
Yeah. That right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of our Champions League preview. Thank you for joining us for that. However, don't go anywhere. We're about to look at the Irish player faces, which is always the funniest part of Pro Evo for me. They'll all be really good this year.
You sound hopeful.
No, they will be because they're left. It's left
over.
They're
left over
from the Euros.
Yes,
they scanned all the Irish player faces properly for the Euros. This time last year, it was a shit show. And that post is on Balls.ie, so you can check that out.
It was spooky. It was unnerving almost seeing some of those guys, different hair colours.
Yeah, like James McLean had like a albino acorn thing going on. It was really, really difficult to watch. But we'll go to Europe. Yeah, this is another thing. Like the AFC Champions League is just all over Pro Evo. You can play with Guangzhou Evergrande. You got
which is the dream, really.
You know, Gamba Osaka. This is what you want. This is vintage Pro Evo. All of these crazy teams. Actually, I haven't even seen that. That's crazy. What's in the Paz League? These aren't real teams.
No.
Fontana City. Okay, let's get these Irish player names.
Hold on, go back there a sec. Let's see how we're looking. 3.5 stars. That's actually probably fair enough, is it? I don't know how the star system works in Pro Evo.
I mean, you'd like a 4, but realistically, we're 3.5, aren't we? Darren Randolph, look at that proud Bray man there. That's a great face. Beautiful face.
Well done, Darren, on your great face.
Great beard as well. Age is only slightly wearing. John O'Shea, age is definitely wearing. Oh yeah. Again, just looking there's a proud Waterford stance on John O'Shea there. Fair play to him. O'Shea looks
exactly
great.
The stance he had when he had that run in with Owen Kelly in the bar. You know, that urban legend.
Yeah.
There's only room for one of us when he burnt a €50 note. Classic Jono.
Brilliant. Kieran Clark, yeah. Good,
that's
good
alright.
face, great hair, super. Seamus Coleman looks spot on. They've got the cheeks. They've got the Seamus Coleman cheeks to perfection there. So fair play to Konami on that one. Robbie Brady.
Hold on.
He looks a bit.
There's a bit much.
I think that's what Robbie Brady's going to look like when he's 35.
Yeah.
No,
okay, that's fair enough. Yeah,
he looks weathered there, Robbie Brady. He looks tired.
He looks like he's been bred with Diego Costa.
Benjamin Whelan, on the flip side, looks too fresh for me.
Also not pointing.
This
which
is
you'll find
he's not directing anyone there. Maybe that's it. He looks lost because he's not directing someone where to go on the pitch. James McCarthy, there's just something unsettling about this. His eyes are really deep. Piercing. I don't know. We'll move on from.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say more than that.
Now the face is good. The hair needs to go.
What is the story there?
They need to hire a team to work exclusively on Jet Hendricks' hair because that's not good enough.
We will actually do that job. I mean, we have the line of communication now.
We actually might put in a word with Konami about Jet Hendricks' hair. What's annoying as well is if you go into edit him, you can't edit his hair without putting him to a shitty default face.
Oh,
that's annoying.
That is.
Now, Eamon Dunphy is going to be very curious to see what his love child looks like. Oh, that is pathetic. What is the story? Look at his hair. That's an insult.
I don't want to change the web, it's George.
Like of mice and men.
Oh my word.
That is an insult.
Get that away from me.
That is an insult to the people of Ireland. Johnny Wood.
That's alright.
Again, he doesn't look like he'll headbutt.
Well, he doesn't have a head. He needs the bandage.
He needs the bandage. That's what he's missing there. Shane Long. Oh, what a handsome man.
He actually is. Yeah. He's even chewing gum there. I think if you look.
Yeah, he's got that kind of like. I know I'm really good at football and can also play musical instruments. I know women are after me. Shay Given looks great.
Yeah, that's alright.
Looks tired.
He is tired.
Tired of picking the ball out of Stokes' net this season. Kieran Westwood.
Kieran Westwood looks like they've drafted in Sean St. Ledger because they couldn't get Kieran Westwood.
And then photocopied his face and then put that through the scanner. That's shite. I'm gonna guess Duffy doesn't have it either. I don't know, like the top
half. Hang on. He's got one eyebrow. Now I'm partial to a bit of that myself.
Shane Duffy's got a mono.
That seems harsh.
There you are, exclusive. Pro Evolution Talkers 2017. Shane Duffy's got. I just punched the microphone. That was a smart thing to do. Shane Duffy's got a mono brain.
Mono brain.
Richard. Yes, they've nailed Richard Keogh. They've absolutely nailed Richard Keogh.
Oh my goodness, he looks frightened, which is actually spot on.
He looks like someone out of Skyrim. Like they've taken him out of a different game and put him in Pro Evo. He looks like fierce, those piercing eyes.
Ireland's future. That's the future of Ireland's defence at the age of 30.
Yeah, brilliant. Cyrus the Virus. Yeah, that's not bad. It doesn't look like Cyrus. Well, like it's not.
I think that's probably a generic phrase, is it?
Yeah. Stephen Ward. That's just lazy. Firstly, the nose needs to be about 8 inches longer, and second of all, it's just laziness. We can't accept that.
I think they probably didn't go this far.
Lancashire Clarets, Stephen Ward there, and here's the Berkshire Blues, Stephen Quinn, who, I mean, the mousiness of this area looks about spot on, but that's just generic Ginger Man 4 they've thrown in for Stephen Quinn there. It's not great. Dave Myler. Again, he's been given the short end of the stick. Not a lot of.
He won't be happy with that. Also, he doesn't have as much hair as that.
They've done him a job.
Like he's actually, if anything, he's come out of it a bit better, I think, than he might in real life.
James McLean, yes.
That's interesting now.
Yes.
They went to the extra effort to do McLean.
Well, I think they had to with the Euros.
Well, he would have started the Euros, of course. Yeah.
But that looks good. James McLean looks good. Good to see. Aidan McGiddy looks freakishly good.
Aidan McGiddy.
Who doesn't need to? He's never going to play. I've got a lot of time for Aidan McGiddy, but you
interviewed him.
I interviewed him. He was a really nice guy, but just not doing it. Not doing it on the patch.
No, not for a
Ado looking well at Pro Evo though. Can't take that away from him. Fuck. Robbie Keane looks wired.
Well, he won't be there. He won't be there in the actual game.
Looks like he's been enjoying himself in Hollywood.
He's he looks like one of Russell Brand's unidentified friends, doesn't he?
He does indeed. Playing style, goal poacher. Goddamn right. We'll miss you, Robbie. Darryl Murphy, crap.
Nah, they didn't bother with Darryl.
I think that's the last one. So that's all the Irish player names.
East Anglia Town.
Before we go, a quick look at the soundtrack, because I think Justin Bieber, "Where Are You Now" just popped up, and this is one like that's a tune. All right, that's a tune.
I'm alright with that.
That's
actually,
grand,
no, I'm not sure if I am.
But this is the thing. It's already old, and it's already completely ridiculously tired.
It's one that if it comes on and you're 12 points deep, yeah, all right, okay, I'm on board. But not when you're playing a game.
You can't argue against its sound, like driving in the car, sing along ability.
Oh, no.
It's unstoppable. But like at this stage, everyone's done with it. So why bring it up again? Same can be said for "Hold Back the River" by James Bay. It's a great song. It's a great song. But we're not going to be listening to it in at Christmas. Then you got Ellie Goulding on my mind.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you're lucky.
Well, Ellie Goulding.
Because
is it Ellie Goulding as opposed to
Gould?
Goulding?
I see a U. I say Gould. Ellie Goulding. She's
Ellie
Scottish.
Goulding.
But 21 Pilots are in there. Like,
21
I see what Pro Evo are trying to do. They're trying to be cool. They're trying to be trendy. Stop. Firstly, how many? 3, 6, 9, 12 songs.
Oh.
I will be absolutely sick to my teeth in a week. And all I want is the cheesy Korean pop music from Pro Evolution Soccer 5. That was perfect. The one thing nobody ever complained about the old Pro Evos was the soundtrack. So why are they trying to put real music in? It's awful.
Especially if you can only get 12 songs.
I want the cheesiest, most Japanese, Korean, Asian influenced music.
Oriental.
With comical lyrics like "I'm so obsessed about you." I'm so obsessed about you. That's what people who play Pro Evo want. Like, you don't need more than three lines in a song. Anyway, that seems like as good a place as any to knock it on the head. That was our sneak preview of Pro Evolution Soccer 2017. Thank you very much to everybody who tuned in, whether it was live or you're watching it back. We played 2 games. We had Arsenal versus PSG. That was 1-0 to PSG. It was a close one. We had Monaco versus Tottenham. We had an unbelievable goal from Wagner Love that made that worthwhile. And we looked at the Irish player faces as well. So if you're joining late and you missed out, go back and check it once it's live. Your final view on Pro Evolution Soccer 2017 from a very brief play.
Yeah, but I was actually just going to say to you there, like, even though it was a brief play, I don't feel as on like that many games off of the standard you set for me there.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of way. Like, I think you could actually get into that game very quickly. It's very fluid. The reaction time in the players when you move the analogs, I don't have the gamer speak, but it's really really quick. So you can make things happen, I think. And I also think it's what I liked about it is, alright, we only played 2 games, granted, but nothing seemed overly repetitive the way it might in FIFA. I was really impressed. I'm probably going to get it, in fact, on the basis of having just played it there. So.
Well, I did play a few games before. I've been playing the demo for the last week or so, so I did, and that's ultimately what's been the difference. But I'm delighted with Pro Evo this year. I'm someone who plays FIFA every year and stopped playing Pro Evo because it was crap. I loved Pro Evo 4, 5, 6. 2008 was an insult, and then it just went all downhill. Around 11, the revival started. 2013, PES 2013 was the first acceptable game for me. 15 was good. 16 was better. This is a big improvement. I think this is the year we're going to see PES compete. Mainly because I think FIFA single player is dire. That's why they're bringing out this story mode to try and get people playing offline as well again. But I still think FIFA's probably going to rule the online world. PES is going to rule the offline world. PES is good this year. You have, if you're a football gamer, you have to try it.
Get the demo.
Get the demo.
Demo's out now. You can get the demo now.
Well, even if you're just going to be playing it locally with your mates, a couple games, 10-minute halves in a demo is extremely generous. That's because they want you. They want you to play this game. They're like, you're not going to get sick of it. You're going to want to go and buy the full game. So do that. The FIFA demo is out today. We haven't got it yet because we've been checking all day trying to download it. We will be doing one of these for FIFA in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to be doing a lot more gaming on Facebook Live. It's a really fun platform to be able to do it.
We'll be playing Andy Lee soon.
In Pro Evo.
Also a couple of fight games.
He laid down the gauntlet. We're going to be playing
He called us out.
Boxer,
it's not like him.
League.
It's not in his nature, generally speaking.
No.
But
he felt the need to do it, so that'll be happening soon. We've got FIFA coming out. Madden is out. We've got a lot of games, so keep it tuned to Balls.ie Facebook. From Gavin Casey and Mikey Trainer, thank you very much for joining us. Go out and try Pro Evo. Go out and try FIFA. Let us know what you think of them. Thanks very much. Let's knock this stream on
its head.
the